So no matter how much I drive, all that pressure is going into the floor, right? His toes are pushing off the mat as I'm driving into him. So actually it's kind of scary here because like he can throw triangles and submissions from here, okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at which way his toes are pointing and which toes have more pressure. Okay? So if I'm here and his toes are over there, the weight of his toes are over there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put more shoulder pressure and sprawl. And I'll be able to take side control from this side. If his weight is on this leg, right, it's actually, so if he puts his weight on this leg, no matter how much I throw, I'm not going to be able to do that drop. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this hand grip. I'm going to take my right hand, and remember that leg drag drill I made you guys do? I'm going to take this hand out, I'm going to cup either above the knee or at the end of the pants. I like the above the knee, and we're going to leg drag the guy. So if I see his weight is on his toes and I try to throw him, and I feel like there's resistance, that's because he's putting his weight on this leg. When I feel the weight is on this leg, I immediately switch and leg drag, okay? And then we can start passing from here. So, since you guys aren't that flexible, be nice with this one. I want you to feel the sensitivity of which weight the leg is on. So I'm here. If you're not flexible, you might only be able to put one leg down, right? So it'll make it even more obvious. So if I see the leg is on this side, right, then I'm going to continue driving that way. Take side control on this side. If he has his weight on this leg, the near leg, I'm going to let go of this grip and I'm going to cup the top of his knee and drag. And we'll start leg dragging from there, okay? Alright, try that. Honestly, if you do this pass correctly, they'll beg you to finish the pass, okay? You can actually cook the guy in this position. In the gi, I like cooking him in tournaments, just because I hate people who play this card. So, as you guys have seen, we're all older and not as flexible, so if someone's passing you, do the lower knee shield, okay? And just giving you a heads up, if you do this high knee shield, and you go against someone that's really aggressive or wants to really pass you or punish you for it, I mean, I'm nice with them, but they see me when I roll with the other instructors. If they ever do this high knee shield to me, it's immediate, right? So for all of us in here, please play the lower knee shield. Anywhere from 45 degrees to lower, you won't risk this, okay? Even if I get a scoop grip when it's low, I can't really pick it up or do anything with it, right? I can do like other passes, but you don't risk yourself of getting stacked, all right? So when you're trying to recover guard from this knee cut, place it here, all right? All right. Any questions on the passing sequence? So you guys now have an answer for every direction of passing, right? Except over, I don't want anyone somersaulting over each other right now. So, just to reiterate everything we've done this last month, if my partner, let's start here. If my partner has narrow legs, I'm going to try to do passes around the guard, okay? Outside the guard. So this is the Toreandos, right? You know all that drill we always do where you walk side to side, you push it away? The other one that Coach 2 showed, right? The camping position, where you have one on top of the knee, one on top of the hip, and your head is low, so you can't put that frame back in. This is another good position, passing side to side or around the guard. And the last one, my favorite in the gi, you guys know I love to do this, the crazy dog pass. The deeper this grip, the scarier it is for him. And then you either put your head underneath his chin or by his hip, okay? So those are passes around or outside the guard. Now, if my partner has legs that are super wide open, look, there's no amount of Toreandoing for me to go around this, right? And then once he catches me, and then now he gets his grips, and I have to play inside of his guard. So if I see him open his legs, that's the perfect time to go through the guard, not around. So here I'm going to place the knee down, and this is the knee cut, right? This is the other variant of the knee cut on the other side, right? Another one I showed you guys, it's still part of the knee cut, but instead of the leg out here, I'm going to get inside position and put both behind his leg, right? We've done this before. And you just lay into this leg. Make sure you can't put it back in. Right? So that's through the guard. And now we have options underneath the guard. So we're just shooting it dry. It's going to be the double underpass from out here, and he's not reacting, I get the finish, right? But a good guy is going to walk and do all this stuff out. So we're going to combine passes. So here, I'm going through the guard, and I switch from going through the guard to under the guard. Okay? And then we can combine any variation together, right? Look, if I'm going through the guard and he puts a low knee shield, what do I do? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, just learned 5 minutes ago.
Yes, exactly, the crazy dog. If I'm here and I meet resistance, I grab the collar, I drop out, I grab the end of the pants, and it's crazy dog time, right? Super strong pass in the gi. So start combining it. If you meet resistance, don't keep trying harder. There's a better option available, okay? Right? So make sure you start combining, going around the guard, through the guard, and underneath the guard, and then you'll be a successful passer. What's up? Do you have a question? No? Yeah. All right, so we're going to do some live training, and then we'll wrap the class, all right?
For the duck knee, you wrap the belts or you wrap the pants?
The pants, inside the pants. So try not to go into the underwear, but this is a really strong grip. Yeah, and you don't really risk your fingers breaking here, but don't ever put your fingers in here. You get twisted and broken, okay? Because his feet can, yeah, they can twist and turn very violently and quick, but his hip is attached to the center of gravity, so he can't really like twist it 180 degrees real quick, right? So don't grab this is illegal, and I've seen people's fingers get twisted up real bad.
Also this one as well.
Oh yeah, the same thing, right? He can twist like that. Yeah, see, you can snap a finger. But your hip can't like do a full whip. my hand can do that quick. My foot can do that quick. But there's no way my hip like will be like real quick without me noticing, right? So that's an okay grip, but these two are illegal and dangerous. That's why they're banned. All right, any other questions?
So the correct grip is either just a fistful or is it the thumb one?
Okay, so that's there's. Everyone prefers something different. I like the pistol grip the most because it takes away slack and it doesn't hurt my fingers because I'm not really a gi player, so I don't really like death grips. The strongest grip I believe is like when you put 4 fingers in and you twist it, right? I just don't like this because it hurts my fingers over time. Same thing guys like trying to like strip it, and I have to like, I don't want my knuckles to get really big and painful, yeah. So my favorite has always been pistol grip, and if you brace the grip, that's fine. I'll just get a different grip.
And another grip you can do is like you put one. It's only exception when you put one thumb inside, you wrap over the thumb.
Yeah, it's like a variant of the pistol grip. It's hard to twist their fingers up like that too. So you see how everyone has their preferences, but I honestly believe this is the strongest and easiest grip to get. When you get this, you have so much control because you can also punch his hand away from you. So if he's trying to get a grip back, it's very difficult for him. This one, Like he can like, it's pretty easy to break, and then he can re-grab the grip on his own. Yeah. So this I feel like is the best.
So
And he has a different grip
yeah,
too.
one of the reasons I do the cat's paw so much is because if I'm going to pull, especially into a triangle, this direction of force is way more effective at pulling than this one. And so like it does make a difference for your guard attacks.
I play a lot of sweeps, so I don't
And
like.
I play triangles.
Yeah, he like submissions that pull people into it. So there's no right answer. It depends. But yeah, it's up to you. This is really strong for attacking. Really think this is the strongest one. Like strength-wise, you need to in the tournament do this. Everyday training, I like this.
So I use cat paw, but also look at my fingers. These are jacked up fingers. I actually stopped doing this in training like 3 years ago, and I still have these messed up fingers. It's permanent.
Yeah.
So like I can do grips, but at this point I just let go because I was developing arthritis in my fingers. So you get short-term gains for doing that, but it's
Yeah, it's like playing the upside down card.
Yeah.
You win now.
Yeah.
You win the battle, you lose the war.
right. I won a lot of tournaments this way. So like if you're willing to sacrifice your body for a little $5 medal, go for it.
Yeah, like, I mean, the pistol to me is kind of like easy in, easy out. If something happens, you can break
Yeah,
away
you
from
can
it.
bail easy. Any other questions? These are good questions. I forgot one more thing. We can also use submissions to get our passes, or use our passes to get submissions, right? Again, you guys know my favorite. When I'm here, and the guy is like not doing anything with the leg drag. Ezekiel, have you guys been practicing at home on your leg? You guys practice on your leg?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
joking my leg the whole day.
All right, let me see.
Laughing.
Okay, everyone choke your leg. What's the few key details I need to do to finish this?
Yeah, your blade has to be.
The blade is on this other carotid, and don't shoot it all the way through. And then what's the other one?
That right
I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing. It's not working. Elbow up.
Elbow up, yeah.
Okay. And if I want to be mean, I can do a fist. Okay. So you can start using submissions as well to get your passes. Same thing when I taught the knee cut way back. Remember we're here, like he's framing real hard or like he's not doing anything. I can always do the cross collar choke so that he addresses my arms instead of like framing on me, right? Or sometimes they'll put one arm through in the middle. Yeah. So as he's defending the choke, I can slide through because there's no frames pushing me back. So you can always use submission threads to finish your pass, or use your pass to get a submission. Okay? So make sure you think about all those things when you make your passing game. Everyone has their preferences on passing style and their favorite passes, but make sure you mix all of those and you don't just force a pass. You can, right? Some people play only one pass, but I don't think that's like good jujitsu, right? It just means like you just Fajada even past their guard, right? So yeah, if something doesn't work, transition to the correct answer. But look up different passes. Like those aren't the only passes. There's X passes. There's so many different passes, but you need maybe like 2 from each position. So 2 around, 2 through, and then 2 under, or something like that. But when you watch passes online, or you talk to other people and people will show you their pass, put them in categories. He just showed me an outside pass. He just showed me a pass through the guard. Oh, he showed me an under pass. And then you can start adding that to your game and say, oh, I need to use this right now. I need to use this right now, okay? But don't just learn only like through the guard, because like if I just learn everything, like this is very strong position, right? And I know some people that only play like knee cuts only. But the problem is if I just play only through the guard, and then now he plays knees narrow, okay, well then, now I'm just like, how do I pass this guard, right? Because like my game is all knee cuts. But what if I face someone that plays a guard like this? Okay, or someone that plays butterfly a lot. Play butterfly? Okay. Look, butterfly, his feet are narrow and in between my legs. What type of pass should I use? I can't go through it, obviously. Around it, yeah. So like the pass, if you look it up online, they'll grab the cross ankle and the collar or the arm, and they'll walk. Right? So when you start watching passes online, or you ask people that you roll with, what was up with that pass, start categorizing them, right? Because you can't just use only one type of pass. Look, I'll never knee cut the guy here. What? Knee cut you? No. Walk around. Okay. this month, and then we'll probably be passing again like later in the year. But I want to start escaping side control next month, escaping mount, and escaping the back. And then after that, we'll do leg locks. Two
Alright,
favorite.
fun stuff.
So leg locks will probably be what,